Hi everyone, I'm here with Clint, the designer of Pirate Dice, and yeah, do you just want to give us a quick overview of how the game's played?
Sure, yeah. Pirate Dice is a programmed movement game for 2 to 4 players. It plays in about 60 to 90 minutes, depending on how many players you have and how fast it goes. It can go as low as 30 minutes if you got 2 players. But Pirate Dice, you are racing your fellow pirates to the Caribbean, and you are attempting to go and capture the lost treasure and return it back home. But in the way, there are islands and whirlpools and winds and your fellow buccaneers who are trying to keep you from doing that. So to move your ship, you've got a ship die like this, and the ship die starts on a location, and to move your ship, you roll command dice that have different movement commands on them. They have things like forward movement or left turn or right turn. These are similar to other program movement games. Multi-moves and special commands and things like that that move your ship in various ways. You have 5 dice, and from each roll you have to take at least 1 die from every roll. You have to place at least 1 die. You can place as many as you want, and then after you've placed at least 1, you may re-roll the rest if you want to see what else you can get. So there's a bit of a push your luck element and that sort of thing. There are also commands that let you interfere with your opponents, and so they don't just move your own ship, but they interfere with the movements of your opponent's ship. When you place dice, you can place them either on the ship's wheel or the anchor. The ship's wheel means that your commands will be obeyed. The anchor means that it'll be ignored. So if you didn't get that left turn you were hoping for, you can just place a command on an anchor and re-roll the rest. And keep going for what you want to try to get. Some of the is that decent overview?
What does the skull mean?
The skull means you don't place dice there directly, but as you take damage on your ship, some things will let you fire cannons. You can ram into your opponents and cause damage. As your ship goes down in health, once you hit 4 health, your 4th command becomes locked. You may no longer pick that die up and re-roll it with the rest of your dice at the end of your turn, and every following turn you are going to obeying that command. As you go down to 3 health and 2 and 1, more and more commands will become locked, so it becomes harder to pilot your ship. Go ahead.
So you were going to talk a little bit about how we affect other players, or how we can, bring down their health or stop them from making their moves.
Great. There are 2 commands that are on your dice, 2 faces of these dice. Every die is different. And 2 of the faces have skullduggery on them. The first skullduggery is an anchor skullduggery. And just like you have an anchor here where you can place a command to ignore it, you can use a skullduggery command to target an opponent and force the command in that slot for them to be ignored. So it's a way that you can sort of interfere with the commands that they have. The other skullduggery is a little more wild, and that's the rum barrel. And that forces your opponent to re-roll the die in that command slot. And so, and accept the results. The moral of the story there is to not drink and sail. You can cause damage to each other by, at the end of every turn after the 4th command is obeyed, then everybody fires cannons out of both port and starboard on their ships, out of both sides. And you can cause damage to your opponents that way. Or you can cause damage by ramming into them at high speed.
It's pretty cool. Is the map set up custom, or is it based on scenarios or number of players?
The map is entirely modular. Okay. And you will, depending on the number of players, like for a 2-player game, you would probably want to do a full S. For a 4-player game or a faster game, you would just do a simple L shape. There are other scenarios and configurations that you can do for different game modes to set up different map configurations.
Great. Sorry. Yeah. I guess just one last question is when we'll be able to see this.
You guys know where the bathroom is? Really gotta go.
This is Sean Brown. He is co-designer on Pirate Dice, and he works with Eagle Griffin Games.
Great. I was just about to ask when we can see the game possibly in stores.
Holy smokes, I don't know. I just came here to go to the bathroom. No, we're as soon as It's up on Kickstarter now. As soon as we get a pretty good idea of the handle, of where the direction we're going to go, then at that point we'll start scheduling a production schedule. Work with Clint, figure out what all we need to do for it, get some factory quotes, and hopefully October, November. Fingers crossed.
Great.
For like people that want to support it now on Kickstarter, what kind of bonuses or goals are there for them to help out with?
Well, right now Clint's got a bunch of different maps, and he's got a ton of great ideas in case we go over on funding. So we've got plenty of different things in the works. He's got a fantastic map editor he put together where people can actually go on and create their own fan-created maps, and we're going to wind up picking from those maps that'll actually go in the game.
Yeah, right now, as part of the Kickstarter, there's a map creation contest going on where you can go to a web page and create your own maps for the game and click to submit them. And then we'll pick some of those and have a contest, and the winner of the map contest will get their map printed as a bonus map included with the Kickstarter.
Oh, great. So people should definitely support it now, right?
Absolutely. Get in early and often.
Hey, thank you so much. This looks like a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you very much.